The RNC here is limited in what it can do, obviously, but they are trying not to sort of agitate the animal here. They're trying to sort of play along with him here. But it's important to remember, it's not a binding document at all.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone can do anything. Anyone can drop out of this at any point. So I think that it was important this week because it put it aside. That means Donald Trump is not going to be asked on a stage in California at the debate. But I'm not sure it really means that much at this point. It helps him in South Carolina because by September 30th, you have to pledge to get in South Carolina to get on the ballot there. So that's why it was important.
I didn't see Reince Priebus going to see Jim Gilmore or Ben Carson or Rick Santorum.
This was a short-term fix to what I think many in the party would tell you publicly and privately is a long-term problem. I mean, he continues to dominate this field and destroy the party's image with a lot of voters across the country. And yeah, Priebus did show up, which had a lot of campaigns scoffing at the idea that he had to go up there to convince him to do this, and then not stick around to take questions from reporters. I know there were several who were very curious to see if Mr. Priebus agreed with Mr. Trump's idea that people should only be speaking English in the United States. If you remember, he signed a report that said that the party has to be better about this kind of stuff.
That poor report. That report at this point has been so just like put through the shredder. And I mean, they were also supposed to be reaching out to Latinos and not alienating them, and it seems like that has. The opposite has happened.
Well, let's get to that point. I was going to get to it in a minute, but let's get to it right now. Mr. Trump this week took after Jeb Bush, and he did it first in a tweet saying, when you're in the United States, you should be speaking English, especially if you're a candidate. He thought you should set a good example. And some people thought, for a party that got 27% of the Latino vote in the last presidential election, not the right message. But after signing the pledge, Mr. Trump doubled down.
Well, I think that when you get right down to it, we're a nation that speaks English. And I think while we're in this nation, we should be speaking English.
That's what Mr. Trump says. Jeb Bush, listen here, begs to differ.
I will campaign in places where Republicans haven't been seen in a long, long while. My belief is that most people are conservative. They just haven't been asked yet. If you have that attitude, then you go campaign in the Latino communities. Yeah, maybe a little in Spanish. I apologize.
This in and of itself is an important issue for the Republican Party's outreach and its demographic hopes in the next election. It's also important politically to see that's the Republican Party's $100 million man, Jeb Bush. He's raised more money. He was supposed to be the front runner. As we get to Labor Day in this race, can you speak the sentence, I'd rather be Ben Carson than Jeb Bush?
I mean
no one would have thought that at all. I mean, now Jeb Bush is being forced to play a long-term game of uncertainty. No one thought that this point would be happening. And even worse, it looks like Donald Trump is in his head. He has become personally agitated by this.
When he's using high energy, he's like, I'm a high energy candidate. What?
So you have to sort of look at Marco Rubio and others. I was in Puerto Rico with him on Friday. I caught up with him, and he spoke Spanish at a rally, and people obviously loved it. So he said, look, this is ridiculous. But he's not out there fighting with Donald Trump. Jeb Bush has to, I'm guessing this is a process going through his head. He's sort of letting off some steam, but it's gotten to him. And they're not quite sure how to deal with this at the Super PAC level or his campaign level.
But in fairness, Jeb Bush has been directly attacked by Donald Trump over and over and over again. And for some reason, Marco Rubio has escaped
And I think it's smart to go after him because at some point, everyone is going to be doing that. The question is, it's not going to work immediately. It is going to be a process.
And so we know a third-party run will not be an issue in the next presidential debate. Hugh Hewitt, who is joining Jake Tapper and Dana Bash as the CNN moderator and panelist at this debate, brought up foreign policy. He had Mr. Trump on his radio show. Mr. Trump called it a third-rate radio show, I think. It's actually a very good radio show. Hugh Hewitt has a lot of credibility among conservatives. And he was trying to get Mr. Trump to go through jihad and problems in the Middle East, including the differences between Hamas and Hezbollah.
At the debate, I may bring up Nasrallah being with Hezbollah and al-Julani being with al-Nusra and al-Masri being with Hamas. Do you think if I ask people to talk about those three things and the differences that's a gotcha question?
Yes, I do. I totally do. I think
that's interesting. I just disagree with it. I kind of figured that.
I think it's ridiculous.
So the difference between Hezbollah and Hamas does not matter to you yet, but it will.
It will when it's appropriate. I will know more about it than you know, and believe me, it won't take me long.
Now, on the one hand, that's like, wow. On the other hand, this is working. This is, Shia, Sunni, operating in the Palestinian territories, in Gaza, operating out of Lebanon. Okay. But on the other hand, this is what's working for Mr. Trump. I'm smart. I'll deal with this. Go away.
It is. It's so funny, though, if you listen to the way that he responded to Hugh Hewitt in contrast with the way Carly Fiorina, also never held elected office, also with the background in business, responded, has a command of these issues and knows what's going on and can identify these world leaders. It's fascinating to me because, sure, a lot of people aren't able to actually name those things, but Donald Trump is just really hoping to ride the wave of being brash and unvarnished and saying, I'm going to tell you like it is. Doesn't matter if I know all your fancy words and terms so much.
It's interesting. Both Governor Bush and Marco Rubio said this disqualifies him. We're going to see if being commander-in-chief is a theme at the next debate. A lot of fun coming up. Just a few days, folks. Stay right here for it.